Hi, in today's episode, I will be painting the body kit and the wheels for the Chaser. I can tell you there are going to be some issues during the process, but I will try to make the best of it. I start by cleaning the wheels so they can be primer painted. But before that, I have to remove these dress-up bolts from the wheels. These are a bit stuck, but I think I'm able to remove them. These wheels are some old Japanese Crimson Club Linea wheels. The front wheels are 18 by 8 and rear wheels are 18 by 9 if I remember correctly. But with that, let's get to work. That's good enough. Now let's paint the inside of the wheels and the two other wheels. Oh, and by the way, if you use spray cans a lot, I highly recommend you to get one of these spray paint handles. It saves your fingers. While I wait for the primer to dry, I can start sanding the body kit. So there was a problem with the paint. I thought this paint was just regular metal paint, but it has been a few days and the paint is still soft. I also bought white paint from the same manufacturer. This has been drying for more than a week. I can still easily scratch the paint, so this is not a very good option for painting car parts. On some forums, people say you just have to wait for the paint to dry. It can take several weeks. So maybe I'll just proceed on the body kit while the wheels are drying. However, I am not using that same paint for the body kit. Great. I also managed to crack the other end of the front bumper. I have to fix that before applying the primer. Okay, so the body kit is now primer painted and drying. Now that I think of it, I should have bought primer for the spray gun instead of spray cans, but I am dumb, so I do dumb things sometimes. The job would have been done much quicker. But yeah, until tomorrow. I'm wetting the floor to prevent getting dust in the paint. I'm using 2K paint with combined thinner hardener. This has to be mixed with 4:1 ratio. So, the body kit is painted, but I messed it up badly. After all, this was a new type of paint for me, and it was very different from other paints I have used. I managed to cause several runs on each part I painted. You can't really see them on the video, but the runs are so bad that you can see different shades in the paint. I don't know the correct way to pronounce it, but what I mean is I can't just simply sand the runs down and buff the paint, because the paint shade differs through the parts. So I guess I have to sand the parts and repaint them once the paint has dried. I didn't expect this to fail this badly. While the paint on the body kit is drying, I might as well ruin these wheels too. I will paint on top of the metal paint since the paint finally dried up after 3 weeks. I found this golden paint on sale, so I chose to use this color. We'll see how that color works. Alright, the wheels are painted. This paint dries surprisingly quickly. I will have to wait for the paint to harden before applying clear coat on top of it. So the paint on the body kit has dried, and it's time to sand them again. It's a shame to sand these parts, as the paint is this good in some areas. But this has to be done. There's no way around it, unfortunately. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? I'll wet the floor again, and then it's time to paint the parts again. parts are now painted, again. There is still hope that the kit will be good. We'll see. Time to go home. The paint is, well, okay. It's not the best, but it will do. There is some orange peel, but I take that rather than excessive amount of runs. I'm actually surprised how little there is dust under the paint. Wetting the floor really does the trick. Let's drive the car inside and install the body kit. Next, we have to mount the tires on the wheels. Front tires are 215 wide and 225 for the rear. There should be a slight stretch on all tires. We will see soon. Apparently, the YouTube transition isn't available for me yet. Before the tires are mounted, I might as well install new front brake discs and pads, which I have had laying around for months now. So the discs are good, but the pads differ slightly. It's not a huge difference, so I'll just grind them a little bit. So that's it for the front brakes now. I ordered the brake pads with OEM number, but for some reason they did not fit directly. We just wait for the wheels so they can be installed. So there it finally is. Weeks of work finally put together. The car looks absolutely stunning. Seeing this car with the body kit was great, but now with the new wheels installed, the car just looks super good. It feels weird. I actually have a nice looking car. I just can't believe it. My cars are usually unfinished or just ugly, so this is something new for me. It is surprising how many hours it can take for a job that you think is just a quick and easy to do. Sure, you can do everything quickly, but the results may not be the best. I'm not saying that this car is perfect, but I tried to make it as good as I could. There are a few little things that need to be done. I have to sand and polish the body kit as soon as the paint has hardened properly. Then I need to find a way to straighten these curb rashes if it's possible. This is just a dress-up lip which comes on top of the lip of the wheel, so they cannot be sanded. And lastly, I will replace the exhaust with something that fits the body kit better. but now I'm just going to enjoy driving the car for a while. But yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.